Hi! So I just wanted to give a quick update on this wig. This is Raquel Welch's Savoir, Faire, Savoir, however you say it. And this is a human hair wig. I've actually had like 2 other videos on this, but you know, I think it's very important for people to be able to see what wigs look like, you know, after they've been used and worn for a while, and what you're really getting, because at first, when you first get them out of box, ooh, they're all pretty and silky and like perfect, so of course you're gonna want to buy it. But the real trick is seeing what they look like after they've been worn for a while. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I only wear this wig 2 or 3 days a month because I wear it for my military job. But I've been doing that since July. So, and normally it's just pulled back because I have it pulled back for my military job. But today I was like, gosh, it's so pretty. I was like, let me see how it looks curled. So I curled it and I am super excited. I posted some videos on my Instagram and our Facebook page, and I just really excited about it. So let me talk about things that I've done since the other videos. It's been washed, and yes, it doesn't feel as silky as it did when you first got it. But honestly, like no wig is going to, just like our natural hair. It's smooth and silky when we first wash it, and then after you're putting product and everything in it, starts getting gross. But this, and I'll also say, after washing it, I did see some dye, and I use, John Renault wash on it, but I did see some of the dye bleeding out, but it still is a fabulous color. This is shaded Cappuccino. And I've thinned this out because the ponytail was like super thick. Like I just couldn't keep it all contained. And I've added baby hairs just because, so that way when I pull it back, there's some loose ones, just to give it more realistic look. And so there is an issue that I talked about in one of the other videos with this cap, because it has silicone. Like here and then at the nape. And when I think about having silicone on me, I'm like, oh, because I first started wearing this in the summer and it was just sweaty, and by the end of the day I was like, get this thing off of me. So as far as wearing this in the summer, I wouldn't recommend it as an everyday wig. In Arizona anyways, hot and humid. But if you live in like California, or you have like, I don't know, maybe Washington summer where it's not humid, or maybe it is humid there, I have no idea. I wouldn't recommend it. But now, like, the weather's cooling off and I still have it on. I've had this on since like 4:30 in the morning, and it's 9:30 at night. So I've had it on for well over 12 hours and it still feels comfy, and there's no issues with it. In the summer, it was just more sweaty. And in the summer, like I talked about in the other video, when it was sweaty, I used, I can't use It Stays. I used Got2b glue. This is the only wig thus far that I've needed Got2b glue. And I don't know if it's just because I've used it with my military job. I just needed to stay put, because a lot of times we're, outside sweating and wearing a hot uniform and everything like that. But it just seems like that helps this stay put. And I also talked about how these little silicone tabs on the ears were too big, and they were rubbing on my ears and putting pressure, and it was just really uncomfortable. So I went to my my wig salon, Haley's Designer Wigs in Mesa, Arizona, just to get some insight into what they thought. And they said I could definitely trim the silicone. We both agreed that I could trim the silicone and it would be fine. So I did trim it, and it's like, see, now I'm moving it around because I already kind of played with it to undo it. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. I colored over it with a Sharpie, another Sharpie trick. And just because you could see a little bit of the silicone, like I'll show you the difference, because I didn't color it over here because I always have it parted right here. For some reason it just looks most realistic when I part it right there. But right there I didn't use Sharpie and you can see it. And over here, you know, if it was resting against my head, you can't see it at all. But there you can. So the Sharpie trick works, because that was the one thing I was like, I couldn't get my little baby hairs to lay flat and you could still see it, but that worked really well. It curled like a dream, so easy. And the curls have stayed. Gosh, I'm tempted to sleep in this, but I won't. I'll let my head breathe. It does, you know, like I said, the fibers don't feel as silky as it did, but I have so many products that I use. Like this is all mainly wig product and my makeup brushes. So that's how many products I use in my synthetics and my humans to keep them, my human hair wigs, to keep them in good shape. But I'm not too worried. I mean, it's, you know, you just gotta take care of them. You know, it's not attached to your head to where it gets the oils from your scalp. So, you know, you gotta do much. You can't just get a wig and then not spend money on products. You know, that's just the nature of the game. But if I didn't spend money on wigs, I would have thin, wispy, balding hair, scalp showing. Like this is a good healthy scalp. Like, oh my goodness. This looks like my hair. It looks like my hair. And yeah, so, you know, it's worth the investment. Like with my other, you know, wigs, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. If you were to examine, you know, up close and everything, you could probably start wondering. And, you know, they're synthetics, so like my husband says, like out in the sun, like they're a little more shiny. But with my military job, I needed a realistic wig, and I got this on Wig Outlet for a very discounted price. And I saw someone selling one similar to this on a website for a discounted price. So you just gotta look for those discounts. But I definitely did not pay full price. I don't even think I paid half price for this. I think I paid like a quarter of the price. But I totally recommend like investing in human hair wigs. They, you know, people say, oh, I can't afford it. But then they buy like synthetic wigs every week, every 2 weeks. You just save up that money that you would put towards like $150, $200 wig, just put it aside. Next thing you know, in a couple months, you can buy a $500,000, $700,000 wig just by putting that money away and not spending it on synthetic wigs. So that's my 2 cents on that. If you want something that looks this realistic, and there's other wigs you can buy that aren't Raquel, Welch, or name brand, that are not this expensive. I actually have a human hair wig I got from eBay because I had it custom made and colored. I paid like $275, and it's human hair, and it's like one of my favorite, and it doesn't have the bulky ear tabs or anything like that. It's all lace. So anyways, I think I've already said that. I just wanted to give a follow-up on this. It's still good. I had cut the lace. Now I always have it covered, so it doesn't bother me. I'm not an off the face person. This you can, you know, because it's not glued down. If it's right there, you really can't tell. If I was to lift up, you can see the line where, you know, Raquel Welch does their blonde streak and then the rest of the hair. But if it's matted down, you can't tell. You know, it just looks like my hair. You can see some of the gotcha be glue in there. But honestly, I don't pull it off the face. I don't like that. I never have like that. So, but you know, it just lays flat. It pulls back in a ponytail really easily. It looks totally natural. Nobody at work notices. So I feel very confident in this piece, and I love this color. And if I could find this color in a long wig without the silicone tabs, we'd be good to go. But I do want to say that with the silicone tabs on, it's like I said, it hasn't been uncomfortable today, and it has it down at, I don't know if you can see that, the let me see, the silicone tab, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it goes down. It's like an extended nape. Sorry, I don't have any fancy tools right now, but it's like an extended nape, and that really helps to where you can put in a ponytail and it looks realistic. So yeah, like I put this on and I'm not worried, like nobody, people who know that I used to have thin hair, I think just kind of look, and of course my sisters who know what wigs look like, they know, but everybody else in the world has no clue. And I'm just loving wearing this, and now that it's curled and everything, it looks so cute. It gets the look it deserves instead of being pulled back in a ponytail all the time. But yeah, I'm loving this color. I'm wondering if I should buy more wigs in this color. I don't know. So I hope this little follow-up helps people. And I don't know if you have any questions or you want a follow-up on a different wig or a follow-up on this wig or anything, just let me know. Okay, have a good night.